Geek of Spades fans. I don't know if I'll leave that first opening in there. It had a flub. Anyway, welcome to a rare actual video from Geek of Spades. Lately, a lot of my hobby time, as far as creating media goes, has been spent on Twitch. So if you are someone who enjoys watching Twitch, definitely check out the Geek of Spades Twitch channel. I will put a link in the liner notes so you can go over there and follow in case we're not live on the channel when you check us out. And while you're there, check out the other blue streamers, of which we are a member of the team. It's mostly just me, Jeremy, on the channel. Spencer and Ben have both joined me briefly in streams just to hang out. But that is not what we are here to talk about today. We are here to talk about Dropfleet Commander. So I was at the FLGS last night, and there were some guys there who had gotten all of their Kickstarter stuff from the Dropfleet Kickstarter, and they were putting models together to talk about the game. We were looking at the mechanics and everything that goes into it, and well, I dropped $90 and bought myself a starter in the rulebook. Since I play PHR in Drop Zone Commander, I figured the best option for me would be to buy the same faction for Dropfleet Commander. That way, if we ever decide to go campaign mode with them, I don't have to buy a third army of some kind. Because if I'd gone UCM, then I'd have to buy a UCM Drop Zone army. If I went Scourge, then I'd have to buy a Scourge Drop Zone army. But you get the idea. But anyway, I figured it would be a good opportunity for an unboxing. For a regular YouTube video, which you don't see much from me these days, because mainly I don't have time for editing. So let's pop this thing open. I've already opened it once because I was at the store, and that's what you do when you buy something at the store, is you open it. So first off, actually, you know what, before we open it, let's just take a look at the box here. So this is all the models it comes with. You only get 7. There's 7 in here. $60, you get 7 models. As well as some documentation. They are 1/9150th scale, so if you are looking to build one in actual scale, you do have measurements with which to base the actual scale on. The packaging is nice. The boxes they're good sturdy cardboard. So here's what you get in it. The box comes with 3 cruisers, 4 frigates, and the play sheet. The fast play sheet. So basically, you can play straight out of the box. You don't need the rulebook. It's good to have the rulebook, especially if you don't want to build stuff exactly as they set up with the play sheet, the fast play sheet. But you don't actually need it to play the fleet right out of the box. You can get a learning game with just starter fleet. But let's go ahead and open this up and show you what you get. Alright, so first off, we get our, I believe this is the frigates. This is the frigate sprue. You get 4 frigates on the sprue. There are currently no ships individually available for the game. The only way to get ships is the starter sets. So the website says that the kits for frigates and cruisers will be available in 2029. Which I believe is Hawk Wargames' clever way of saying we don't know. But the sprues are really, it's good sturdy plastic. There is a slight issue with them. They're extremely thick. There is a lot of excess plastic here. So hopefully when they start doing individual ship releases, these sprues are a little thinner. Which will make them easier to disassemble the models from the sprue. Because right now, one of the things that was pointed out to me is that because the bits are so fiddly and because the sprue is so thick, you end up having a hard time cutting stuff off the sprue. So that so far has been the only real complaint that anyone has made about Dropfleet Commander models. Every sprue comes with all the options to build every variant of that class of ship. So this sprue right here will build every type of frigate the PHR can have. There is not a frigate available to them at this time that cannot be built with this sprue. As you can see, you got your 4 fuselages here. Different bits go to different classes of or different types of ships within the class. So we'll take a look at the instructions a little bit, and I'll show you how that works. But so this is our frigate sprue. As you can see, 2-part fuselage. You got the fins that go in the back. The different pieces that plug in underneath and along the sides. So yeah, frigates. And then you get 3 cruiser sprues. So we got 3 of the same sprue. So I'm just going to show you one of them because it's really all you need to see. And it's very similar in design to the frigate sprue. You get your 2 halves of the fuselage, and then you have a whole mess of bits to help you customize your ship. One of the guys at the store where I bought this had already gone through and magnetized at least one of these to be able to build almost every variant that you can build for the cruiser, and that is a lot of magnets. In fact, I'm at some point going to have to look up the same blog that he found that teaches you how to magnetize your PHR ships to do that. Because otherwise, what's your option? Your best option is build the exact setup that they suggest for the game, and then if you decide you don't like it, buy another kit and magnetize those. So what I will probably end up doing is magnetizing my cruisers and frigates to fit the quick play sheet, and then magnetizing the additional stuff down the road. That way I can learn to play the game. If I decide that that's how I want to play them, I only spent the time magnetizing those bits, and I don't have to worry about the others. But we will see how that goes. Eventually I will have assembled these. It's not going to be quick because these have a lot of really small parts, and I have a lot of not time. Like these pieces right here, is you glue these guns into there, so I gotta decide which guns I'm gonna use, because I'm not about to magnetize 12 different tiny gun options to go into these fixtures. Yeah, so that's our this is the cruiser sprue. Let's take a look at our next bits. Apply stands and hawk widgets. And then these are your bases. So the way bases work in Dropfleet Commander is kind of cool. So these pieces go into these pieces with these stickers in them, and these different colors represent what altitude and what speed you're flying at, and as well as how noticeable you are. So there's like silent running, you're full bore with all weapons, firing just your basic weapons. And then the thing I really like about Dropfleet, it comes with names. Like, they give you a whole sheet of stickers with names of ships that you can put on these things, so I don't have to invent names for my ships. I have great respect for people who can do that and come up with creative names for their ships. I'm not one of those people. And I'm holding this upside down, aren't I? I can't tell. Let's see if this is facing me. So flip this way, and then this is that way. Okay, there you go. Now I know you can read it. So that's supposed to be upside down. This is okay. Sorry for that little aside. So there does come with some blanks that you can write your own names in, but let's be honest here. I'm just going to stick with the ones they give me because there's plenty. And if I decide that I want to name something else, I can always just go pull up some Greek mythology and look for something written by Homer, and that'll be good enough. And this is all your your damage tables and things, and you can use these pegs to mark out stuff on the ship, but from what I understand, these fall out real easy, and you're better off using them for something else. I guess they get used a lot for, I'm not sure what actually. But yeah, so these are the bases. It's a really kind of cool system because they're just kind of cool looking. You got your arcs on them, so this is a narrow arc, this is your front arc, rear arc, broadside. Yeah, and then so let's look at the last little bits here. So, alright, this is the quick play sheet. So this is just all the stats for the ships that you have, and then the quick rules. I'm sure Hawk has them available somewhere. This is the quick play battle groups. So battle groups A, B, and C. If you want to play directly straight from the box, this is what you build. You build 1 Theseus, 1 Icarus, 2 Medeas, a Hector, and 2 Europos. And that's it. Then you're good. If you build that, you can play it directly out of the box. But this is the part that I really want to show you guys. So this is the instructions for assembling a frigate. Alright, so seems simple enough. You have put the 2 big parts together, put those parts on, and then here's all your variants. So 5 different variants from the 1 fuselage. So you have your Europa, your Pandora, your Calypso, your Andromeda, and your Medea. And then how to assemble a flight stand. So there's a lot of parts, basically, is what it comes down to. So if I wanted to magnetize my frigates, I'm looking at probably 2 magnets in the fuselage. This part is the same on every ship, so that'll just go in there. But it looks like I need to magnetize it for the Medea strike carrier. So that's 3 magnets in the fuselage. So 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 magnets per ship. That's 18 magnets total to be able to make 1 ship, all the ships. That's just for the frigate. Now, that's the easy one, because here's the instructions for a cruiser. So here's the easy part. Your fuselage, and then your tail bits. And then we look at all the different options. Oh. And then it gets even worse. Oh. It's just, yeah, I'm not sure that I'm actually going to magnetize my PHR stuff, because there are so many bits. So many. Yeah. I'm going to take a look at that blog that was mentioned to me and decide if it is worth the time, money, and effort to magnetize these guys, or if I should just buy multiple starter sets. At least until Hawk decides to release the individual ship kits, which shouldn't be all that expensive, because this was $60. You get for $60, you get these 7 ships. This is 1 sprue. This is 3 sprues. So if they release 1 sprue of frigates in a box that you can buy solo, I wouldn't expect it to be more than $20, maybe $15, and these guys will probably come in a group of 3 for $30 or $40. Which, when you consider how much stuff you get for each one, not a bad deal. So, that's the unboxing for Dropfleet Commander. If you want to see these guys painted up, the best place to check that out is going to be on our Twitch channel. As much as I like recording painting videos for the YouTube channel, it's just a whole lot easier to do it live. We leave the VODs up there, so the video on demand. You can just go to the channel and watch something old. Spencer, Ben, and I have done Q&As on the Twitch channel while I paint. It's usually just me doing work on there, but every once in a while I get one of the guys to show up and contribute through conversation. If we ever get to the point where all 4 of us have working gaming system computers all at the same time, we might stream some video games. We've looked into like Talisman and Neverwinter, a few others, yeah. So come check us out on Twitch. I try to stream at least once a week. It's usually on the weekends. Day job gets in the way and all. But during vacations and breaks, I tend to stream more often. So this coming week, which is the week following, the week before Christmas, you might be able to catch me online streaming on weekdays, and especially during the summer because it is hot here and I don't like to leave the apartment. So you can catch me streaming a whole lot more often during the summer. And so stay tuned to the channel. We do have stuff still coming out. Spencer's got some reviews that he's working on, and he's got a few in the pipeline that just require him to get the book first so he can read it that he really wants to do. And we're really hoping he does, because Spencer does great rulebook reviews. And we're hoping maybe we can get Zach to do some stuff for the channel, because now that he's got money, maybe he can actually film some stuff. So thanks for watching Geek of Spades. Tune in to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/geekofspades, and the of has a 0, not an O. I'll put a link in the description. Come check us out. Check out Hawk War Games, Dropfleet Commander. All the stuff that they have for it is currently available retail, and it looks great. I'm really excited to paint these models. Though I still need to finish some of my Drop Zone stuff as well, but maybe I'll work on those on a later date on stream. But yeah, come check us out. We look forward to seeing you. Keep staying geeky, and get your models painted, man. Get them painted. And women, get your models painted. Paint them. Paint your models.